If you're looking for MUT coins to upgrade your MUT game, go to GameRusher.com for cheap and safe MUT coins. You can use my discount code HUB at the website. Use the first link in the description down below and get that upgrade to your game. What's up, Giants fans, Hub watchers, YouTube subscribers, Twitter and Instagram followers? It's Kush back at it again with another Giants video. And first things first, we beat the Seahawks, man. I can't believe that we actually beat the Seattle Seahawks. Since 2010, the Giants have not been able to beat the Seattle Seahawks. So that's essentially the entire Russell Wilson era. You know, the short time that the Legion of Boom was there. And for that entire time, Seattle's always been consistently one of the best teams in the NFL. We just rolled into Seattle with our backup quarterback and just 6th, 7th round and undrafted picks on the defense. Like, half of that defense was 6th or 7th round guys, and Nico Lalo's undrafted free agent. Just a bunch of first-year dudes that are bottom of the barrel coming out the draft and whatnot. And we absolutely dominated Seattle. Don't let that final score fool you. Seattle didn't score its touchdown until 54 minutes into the game. That's 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. We absolutely whooped Seattle, man. I don't even know what this video is going to be about. I was about to come in here. I was going to talk about Andrew Thomas, my guy Andrew Thomas. Y'all know if you've been with the channel for a long time. The thing that really got my channel going was my mock drafts. I was Andrew Thomas all the way. From the moment we beat Washington, Christmas game last year, I said, okay, Andrew Thomas is my guy, because, that was known as the Chase Young Bowl. I was either a Chase Young guy or Andrew Thomas guy. So since December of last year, Andrew Thomas was the guy I wanted. I was so happy when they picked him, because, there was the 4 tackles to go with, and I truly believe that he was the best tackle available, and I still do. You know what I'm saying? Talking about the entire year, you got not just NFL fans, which is understandable, but Giants fans, which is not understandable, saying that this guy was a bust after the first 6 weeks of his career. Let me say that again. After the first 6 weeks of his career, his rookie year, people were saying that he's a bust. It made absolutely no sense to me. People were saying he's Eric Flowers. I'm like, he hasn't even finished his first season yet. Let him play the entire season. Then we can make some judgments. And even then, it's still too early to call him a bust because it's the rookie year. Personally, I have a 3-year rule. After the 3rd year, the players in the NFL, that's what they are. But even if you don't subscribe to that theory, just judging somebody off their rookie year, it's not enough information. Literally anything can happen in your rookie year. You could look like a superstar, you could look like a bust, but that's not what you are. You know what I'm saying? And then lo and behold, after Judge stepped in to help out with the coaching and whatnot, and then we changed offensive line coaches, guess what? He's now the best rookie left tackle out of that class in the past 5 weeks. Even then, you consider the competition he went up against in like the first 8 weeks, especially we talk about defensive line, pass rushing competition. It blows everybody else's out the water. But let's not talk about that. Andrew Thomas, for any stat nerds out there, which apparently is a lot of people these days because that's what they use to grade. They say, oh, Mekhi Becton has had the highest graded games out of any rookie left tackle. Well, he doesn't own that anymore. Andrew Thomas just finished with an 87.1 PFF grade. That's the highest of any rookie left tackle this year, or just rookie tackle this year. And he takes that title now. If you still want to argue somebody like Mekhi Becton is better, fine. Like I said, I'm going to let it roll until the end of the season. If there's one thing Andrew Thomas has on him, though, that's, availability. Becton, and this was a major concern about him, it was going to be the injuries. Can he keep his weight under control? You know what I'm saying? Can his body physically handle all the weight that this guy is carrying? That's always been the question. Wirfs has been good. You know what I'm saying? Wills has been good. Thomas, in my opinion, is still the best. He was the best in college. The dude played with a statue of Drake Fromm at Georgia and didn't allow a single sack, in like his last 2 years there. He started off at right tackle and then was switched over to left tackle. Like, he was basically thrown into the fire immediately. The guy is just the future left tackle. Things are looking up. The offensive line is looking up. Even Cam Fleming had a good game yesterday. He had an 87.5 grade, higher than Andrew Thomas. Nick Gates was looking good. I'm starting to become a Nick Gates believer slowly. You know, if he continues these performances, the dude's out there getting pancakes. You know, Andrew Thomas gets pancakes. That should be his middle name. Every single game, he gets at least one pancake. Yo, it's crazy. But Nick Gates is out here doing work as well. You know, I love Brian Baldinger. Those of you that follow me on Twitter, shameless plug, go do that. I absolutely love Brian Baldinger, man. He's probably one of my favorite professional, you know, NFL dudes that does breakdowns. And he points out a lot of good stuff from this game. Nick Gates is out here searching and being a good protector for the quarterback, man. Nick Gates, he's convincing me. He still has high snaps every now and again. I won't lie to you. You know, his snapping needs to improve, which is crazy. But his pass blocking, I don't think is that bad. And that's definitely where PFF be disrespecting him. You know what I'm saying? They give him like a 19.3 grade. I don't care about that. My eye test yesterday told me Nick Gates did a pretty good job. Shane Lemieux does a pretty good job, and he's improving every week. Kevin Zeitler, the steady rock, he's always been one of our best players on the offensive side of the ball. Always steady, always good, always consistent. Not sure what's happening with Will Hernandez, but you know, in his limited time in there, he looks good as well. You know, there was a running play with Eli Penny, the first run that got positive yardage. Will Hernandez was in there at left guard. You know, the offensive line is good. It's coming together, man. This is just good. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm not even sure what this video is about. I'm just like celebrating the win and letting y'all know how good this team is right now, man. The defense, don't even need to get me started on that, bro. Leonard Williams, beasting. Jabril Peppers, beasting. Blake Martinez, beasting. I hope he's fine, by the way. There's not really any injury update on that. Who did I miss? Logan Ryan, beasting. Literally everybody on this defense, Dexter Lawrence, Dalvin Thompson, beasting. Now those are the stars. Every single, you know, other position, you know, so like middle linebacker 2, cornerback 2, whatnot, are like first or second year players, and they're all like 6th, 7th round picks, undrafted free agents. And they're also beasting. Mr. Irrelevant Tay Crowder is still out here doing his work. What's the one thing I say about Tay Crowder? It is not really something you can point out about his game, like, oh, he's consistently good in pass coverage, he's always agile to keep up with everybody, or he's already, you know, he's always good in tackling. The one thing I was pointing out about Tay Crowder is that he always makes a play. That pick that went to Darnay Holmes, who's beasting, by the way, got his first pick of his career yesterday. That one pick that went to him was a pass deflection from Tay Crowder. He's just making plays. Nico Lalos, I told you all about this man in the offseason in my undrafted free agents video. I said he might be somebody that steps up and makes an impact. He's probably our best undrafted free agent right now. You know what I'm saying? He definitely stepped ahead of Austin Mack. 2 games started, 2 turnovers. The first one was a pick, second one was a fumble recovery, which, by the way, give Jabril Peppers credit on that play, because in the scrum, he knocked the ball out and nobody noticed except for Nico Lalos. Like, the ball was just sitting there for a hot second and then Nico dived on it. Good work by Jabril Peppers, man. Isaac Yiadom, who, you know, granted is a 3rd round pick, but we got him for a 7th, so I'm gonna count him as a 7th round pick. We traded for a 7th for him from the Broncos. He's improving every week. I think he's somebody that's kind of flying under the radar. This dude is improving every week. He did a pretty damn good job last week against Tyler Boyd. He did a pretty good job when lined up against, you know, Tyler Lockett a couple of times. And there's only really one play I can think of where he did a bad job. It was against DK, where DK got a 1st down on a catch. That's about it. But let's be honest, our entire secondary locked up yesterday against one of the best passing offenses in the league with an MVP candidate. And this is a guy that's annually an MVP candidate in Russell Wilson. So Isaac Yiadom's doing well as well, man. I always give credit to the coaching staff. I always say, without Joe Judge, without Patrick Graham, we're not here. This is the best. This is like the best example of coaching over talent that I've seen ever in my years of watching football, which isn't, you know, that much compared to some of y'all, granted, but I would assume some of you guys would agree as well. The coaching here is just outstanding. You know, give Patrick Graham the blank check, let him sign wherever he wants, and, you know, stay here with us. You know what I'm saying? But also, I'm tired of people not giving Gettleman his credit. Everybody I just listed was a Dave Gettleman, you know, signing or a Dave Gettleman draft pick. And listen, Joe Judge 100% had a hand in the draft and the offseason. But if you think he was the only person, you know, he had 100% control as a first-year head coach before he proved anything to the owners, then you're definitely blinded a little bit. I will say he had some influence, 100%. But you can't just pretend like Dave Gettleman had zero hand in it. Like, he had zero influence on what was happening. He's still the general manager. That may change in the future, but looking at 2020, he still had a big hand in who he drafted. He still had a huge hand in definitely free agency. And at the end of the day, he's the one scouting the players and bringing up, you know, like, let's say 5 or 6 of them to Judge, and then Judge is like, all right, out of these 5 or 6, these 3 guys are who I'm looking at to fit the scheme and fit what we want with this coaching staff. Gettleman was the one that's still doing work. Gotta give this man credit for this year. All right, for this year, and even for last year, because last year was the Leonard Williams trade. Last year was the Daniel Jones pick, who, once again, give that man time as well. You know what I'm saying? Last year, we got a couple good players, but definitely the 2020 draft, especially the late round picks, working out. And don't even get me started on my boy Andrew Thomas, looking real good now. Said at the beginning of the video, I don't know where I was going with this, but we just celebrating the win right now, y'all. Listen, man, with this Seahawks win, literally anything is possible for the rest of the season. That's all I got for y'all. Let me know what you think, and I'm out. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. I'll catch y'all in the next one.